Hello friends and welcome. Indian mathematics emerged in the Indian subcontinent from 1200 BC until the end of the 18th century. In the classical period of Indian mathematics, that is 400 AD to 1200 AD, important contributions were made by scholars like Aryabhatta, Brahmagupta and Bhaskara II. The decimal number system in use today was first recorded in Indian mathematics. Indian mathematicians made early contributions to the study of the concept of zero as a number, negative numbers, arithmetic and algebra. In addition, trigonometry was further advanced in India, and in particular the modern definitions of sine and cosine were developed there. These mathematical concepts were transmitted to the Middle East, China and Europe and led to further developments that now form the foundations of many areas of mathematics. So dear friends, today we present to you a lecture on History of Indian Mathematics by Professor Dinesh Singh. Eminent mathematician and alumnus of St. Stephen's College, Professor Dinesh Singh is a doctorate from Imperial College of Science, Technology and Medicine, London. Director of the Mathematical Sciences Foundation, Delhi, Professor Singh is also adjunct professor in mathematics at University of Houston, Texas. He began his career as a lecturer in his alma mater, followed by stints in IIT Delhi and Indian Statistical Institute, Delhi. Professor Dinesh Singh's research interest includes functional analysis and harmonic analysis. Professor Singh has also co-authored and edited 3 books on mathematics. To know more about the history of mathematics, let's hear it from Professor Dinesh Singh himself.
Thank you very much. I believe largely the audience comprises students of mathematics, but this is not a technical lecture. This lecture is designed to give everyone a brief idea of how mathematics developed in the Indian subcontinent. It is not about India as it exists today. This is about the subcontinent. Also, this is not a complete history. Please remember this. It is not a complete history. And I am not a historian. I am not a historian of mathematics. So I do not have a scholar's insight. I will largely present this as a mathematician and as a layperson of history. So you will have to be patient with me. What I will try and convey to you is how well endowed our heritage is, our common heritage in this whole subcontinent. That in our genes is embedded the spirit of mathematics. Somewhere, I do not know what it is like for the younger generation, but people like me, when we were students in school and college, we were given the impression that all of science, all of mathematics was discovered in the West. And I must say, the West has discovered many great things. But I just want to balance a little bit this notion that that is the only place where good things happened. And my point is that I want you to imbibe this spirit. And I want you to believe in yourselves. I want you to understand that you are the same as they about whom I will talk. And that you must go with this spirit of confidence and a little bit of celebration that your own ancestors have given us such a lovely heritage. As you can see, the title is From the Indus Civilization to Srinivas Ramanujan. And I do not know if you have studied what the Indus civilization was. Historians tell us it existed around 3000 BC. But even as I talk to you, Many new discoveries are being made about the Indus civilization, that apparently it was older than that. However, certainly not after 3000 BC. This is just one of the pictures. This is in Sindh in Pakistan. It's the place called Mohenjo-daro. This is a picture of the Great Bath. It's a public bath like a swimming pool. This is 3000 BC. So 5000 years from today, 5000 years ago, 5000 साल पहले की बात. You can see how well it is organized. You can see how straight, even today, these pictures are not very old. Even today, you can see how straight the lines are, how straight everything is, how clear cut. And everything is made with baked clay brick. It stretched over a region of more than 1 million square kilometers. Can you see the yellow shaded region everywhere? You can see the river Indus. You can see Mohenjo-daro in Sindh. You can see the river Indus falling into the Arabian Sea. That is the region where the Indus civilization existed. You can see Harappa is so much up towards the north. And you can see Lothal right at the bottom, yellow part. That is in Gujarat. I've only chosen 3 points. There are more than 1,000 places in this 1 million square kilometer area where small towns, kasbe, big cities were part of the Indus civilization. There were many features that are common to this civilization, and I'm not giving a lecture on history, but you must know some of the things. This is a picture drawn by an artist based on his impression of what was discovered from archaeological excavation, how Lothal existed as a port town. I want you to understand that they were sophisticated mathematicians. This is 5,000 years ago, जब वेस्ट में शायद सिविलाइजेशन नाम की कोई चीज नहीं थी. उस जमाने की बात है. इतने सोफिस्टिकेटेड पोर्ट्स बनाए थे, इतने सोफिस्टिकेटेड इमारतें थी, शहर थे. So they cannot do this. Do you think this building could have been constructed by the architect if he did not know mathematics? Then how do you think those buildings were constructed, where the bricks conform to one standard proportion? Standard, right through that 1 million kilometer area. The proportions were the same. And that is what I want to talk about. You see these bricks here? They are perfect bricks. And remember, this is so old. I mean, this is so old, 5,000 years ago. Yet the brick retains its structure. The degree of advancement in technology and science can also be understood. All drains were concealed. Plumbing थी bathrooms में जैसे आज flush होती है. 5000 साल पहले पानी बहता था ग्रेडियंट से, थोड़ी ऊंचाई से, घरों से थोड़ा नीचाई तक ले जाते थे पब्लिक ड्रेन में, फिर वहां से बाहर ले जाते थे, सारा अंदर जमीन के. Just think, there must have been some great mathematics going on. ऐसे नहीं हो सकता ये. और भी बहुत खूबियां थी. ये देखिए स्कल्पचर कितना सोफिस्टिकेटेड है. उसकी दाढ़ी की जो बारीकी से लाइंस बनाई है, उसके लिए कोई इंस्ट्रूमेंट चाहिए. इंस्ट्रूमेंट लोहे का होना चाहिए, उसकी नोक बारीक होनी चाहिए, कहीं अच्छे फाउंड्रीज होंगे. पर मैं इस तरह क्यों कह रहा हूं कि होगा? Why do I say this? Why don't I say था? वहां प्रैक्टिकल मैथमेटिक्स क्या थी? इंडस वैली सिविलाइजेशन में डेली लाइफ में ये यूज होता था. ब्रिक्स के डायमेंशंस ये थे 4, 2, 1, 4:2:1. कहीं का उठा के देख लीजिए. उनके पास तौलने की बहुत ही स्टैंडर्ड तरीका था तौलने का. उनके वेट्स इस रेशियो में चलते थे. एक किसी को स्टैंडर्ड यूनिट वेट बना लीजिए, जैसे एक उधर बनाया है 13.63 ग्राम्स का, तो बाकी सारे वेट्स या तो उसके दुगने, चौगुने, 10 गुना होते थे. 10 times, 20 times, 40 times, or half, quarter, 1/8, 1/16, precise proportions. लेंथ मेजर करते थे, एक स्केल इस तरह की और भी जगह मिली है स्केल्स जिसमें पैरेलल लाइंस आपको दिख रही हैं इक्वल डिस्टेंस पे। यूनिट्स ऑफ लेंथ उनके पास थे, इंडस फुट, इंडस यार्ड। ये दोनों, हमारा जो फुट है और हमारा जो यार्ड है उससे थोड़ा बड़ा है, मगर ये भी एक स्टैंडर्ड तरीका था नाप तोल का। ये जो ग्रेट बाथ मैंने आपको वहां दिखाया था, पहली तस्वीर, ये हवाई जहाज से ली गई है। बाथ ऊपर थोड़ा दाहिने तरफ, थोड़ा ऊपर पे है वो ग्रेट बाथ, दैट पब्लिक स्विमिंग पूल। ये भी मोहनजोदड़ो का ही है व्यू। और चीजें देखिए वहां डिस्कवर हुई हैं, ये सील्स हैं सारी, ये क्ले पे बनी हुई हैं। आप देख रहे हैं इस छोटी सी सील में भी कितने बारीकी से वो जानवर बनाया गया है। ऊपर देखिए वो जानवर, ये स्क्रिप्ट नहीं डिसाइफर हुआ है, ये देख रहे हैं आप, ये भी सब स्क्रिप्ट के ही कुछ सैंपल्स हैं। वहां पर एक और खराबी है, जो पहले इंडस सिविलाइजेशन में डिस्कवरीज हुई वो अंग्रेजों ने की। वहां पर सोना चांदी बहुत था, ऐसा अंदाज है लोगों का कि वो सब उठा के ले गए, तो हमें बहुत कुछ पता नहीं चल पाया उस सोना चांदी के साथ क्या क्या चला गया। And I was told, when I was studying history in school, I was told about the Indus civilization. But I was told that it was largely bronze, copper, that kind of stuff. There was no iron, no gold, silver. Later I discovered that the Indus civilization is full of other things. What has been found, sophistication of the pots. You see this dancing girl, this is 2500 BC. Ornaments, just look at this, these are gold ornaments. All these are gold ornaments. So the Indus civilization, as you can see, is so sophisticated, but we don't know much about it. Is that the only thing I have to say? No. When the Indus civilization supposedly began to subside, another civilization in the same region, exactly the same region, Sindh, Punjab, राजस्थान, गुजरात, उस इलाके में एक नया सिविलाइजेशन उसी समय बरकरार होने लगा। उसको कहते हैं वैदिक सिविलाइजेशन। What do I mean by that? This is the civilization that began to create the Vedas.
So friends, that was Professor Dinesh Singh. In this part of the lecture, we learnt about the history of mathematics, in particular the practical mathematics in Indus civilization. In the second part, Professor Dinesh Singh will talk about Vedic civilization and mathematical discoveries. Until we meet next time in the second part, this is your host bidding you goodbye.